A man who has been dubbed by many a food genius. He was known as the first celebrity chef. He's also known as the godfather of modern cooking and was once the proud owner of 3 Michelin stars. We can say a very big welcome onto the show, Mr. Marco Pierre White.
Good morning.
How are you today, Marco?
Very good.
I'm a little bit nervous at this stage because we don't know what type of mood you're in. Are you in a good mood or are you in a bad mood?
I'm in the same mood as usual. Marco, I mean, normal, like you saw me on Hell's Kitchen.
See,
straightforward, uncomplicated.
Sometimes a little bit volatile, though.
Did you see that on Hell's Kitchen?
I don't know, Marco, because I didn't really know what to expect from you because I'd read loads about you and stuff, and it was the first time I'd really seen you on TV, and I was expecting this volcano to erupt the minute you got onto the TV screen. But I don't know, sometimes you quite scared me, if I'm being totally honest.
You scared yourself.
You're on the show to talk about the perfect Christmas dinner.
That's right. Are you cooking Christmas dinner this year?
Well, the thing is this would be the first Christmas that I would actually get involved with cooking Christmas dinner, because normally, I have to admit, I just go around to my mum and dad's. What advice would you give to me?
Cook a big chicken.
So how simple is it to cook Christmas dinner?
I think it should be. I mean, cooking a turkey is like cooking a chicken, and the reality is don't buy a £20 turkey, buy a £10, £12 turkey. That's what I would recommend on the size of bird, and cook it for 1.5 hours, 1 hour 45 minutes, depending on your oven. Then I would say just have 3 vegetables. Just have your sprouts, say something like your red cabbage, and say something like parsnips. It's like for sprouts, what I would recommend people with sprouts is buy frozen sprouts, defrost them, take off the outer green leaves, and just pan fry them in butter very gently until they go that sort of golden brown. Delicious. And they've absorbed the butter. Braise your red cabbage, so you can do that in the morning. And then when it comes to your third veg, whatever that may be, is if it's parsnips, just roast them off at the last minute. They take 5 minutes to cook. It's nothing. Marco, when was the first Christmas dinner that you cooked? Because you've had a passion for cooking from such an early age, haven't you? What was the first year you decided to take the leap and cook that Christmas dinner for the family? Well, the first time I cooked Christmas dinner was not for the family. It was in 1978, and I had to cook it for about 300 people with about 6 other chefs.
No pressure then.
It was a very strange day, that. But the first time I cooked it for the family must have been it must have been about 1998 it was. And again, I just cooked a small turkey, a £10 turkey. Yeah. Free range from France, which was given to me as a gift. But again, I'm like yourselves. What you have in your kitchen cupboards are exactly the same as what I've got in my kitchen cupboards. Yeah. I don't have gallons of stock. I don't have all these chefs around me at home. So I have to make things with what I've got in my cupboard. And when I make my gravy, I use the sediment from the roasting tray. Yeah, and that's right. And you use your potato water or you use your cabbage water. If you haven't got that, just use tap water. It's perfect. And a couple of nice, stock cubes. Fantastic. So, Marco, going back to the start as well, where did the passion for cooking come from? Because most of your family were chefs, weren't they? Was it something from an early age that you aspired to be a Michelin star award-winning chef? Because you were the best, weren't you? In fact, probably some would say you still are the best. Well, I mean, I haven't cooked for many years, really. I mean, I stepped back into the ring for Hell's Kitchen. But, if I'm really honest, I think my true love for gastronomy was born out of the Box Tree in Yorkshire when I was a young boy, and the owners there used to tell me about these great restaurants in France and great restaurants in London. And that's where my true love came for restaurants and gastronomy. I think what made me a good cook was the fact of my natural love for Mother Nature. And so when you have appreciation for Mother Nature, when you get a wild salmon come through your back door, you look at it like a work of art. You get beautiful sea scallops, you get beautiful turbots, and you have this natural appreciation for natural produce. And that's what I say to people is just buy good ingredients and cook them simply, and you'll be okay. It's when people try to get flash and replicate what they do in restaurants, that's when they're going to go downhill, because you've got most kitchens at home have a 4-ring burner. Full stop. Yeah. So you mentioned then, Marco, about getting back into the ring for Hell's Kitchen, and I think that's one thing that I've learned with the dawn of all these cookery programmes that are on TV, just how intense and how hard it can be in that kitchen. Do you think it's been a good thing with the advent of all these TV shows turning up on our screens with cookery on non-stop? Well, I think, is if you look at some of the TV shows, I mean, if you look at Euphony Whittingstall's, what does he do? He doesn't teach people about food. He inspires people to want to cook. Yeah. If you look at someone like Ainsley Harriott,
I was just about
in
to
the
bring
morning.
him up then.
Pepper and
Look at
sea
Ainsley.
salt.
You know, he's funny, he's entertaining, he's amusing. Do you know much about food? Not really. Does he inspire you to cook?
What about Jamie
Maybe.
Oliver?
Well, I think he's a fat chef with a drum kit, but
You know what? We've spoken to so many chefs, and everyone has the same view on Jamie Oliver. Even James Martin wasn't too keen on him. He said near enough the same thing. You're just not a fan at all. What about Gordon Ramsay, actually? Because you've had a falling out with him, haven't you?
no, I didn't have a falling out with Gordon. I just stopped talking to him when he turned up at my wedding with a camera crew hid in the bushes for his next TV show. I thought it was a bit much.
Well, Marco, thank you very much for coming on the show.
Pleasure.
And you've also, and I'm not just saying this to kiss backside, but you have sort of inspired me this year to go and take the plunge and finally make this Christmas dinner. I just hope I don't poison anyone, but with your advice that you gave us, I think I should be okay.
Take care.
Okay, you too, Marco.
God
Thanks
bless.
for coming on the show.
Thank
Marco
you.
Pierre White,
Bye-bye.
everyone.